There's a lot of bad advice floating around on the internet. And when you're starting a business, you want to make sure you're following the right advice from the right people. So in this video, I'm going to share 5 pieces of practical advice that I wish I had received before I started my small business. I started with $7,000, not very much money, no employees, and no customers, and grew it to $2.5 million in sales in 7 years. And honestly, I believe I could have done it in half the time if I had followed the advice that I'm about to share with you. If you're new here, I'm Allie Kirkpatrick. I own 2 bookstores in Alexandria, Virginia, and I'm starting my new company, Fabled Ice Cream. I make videos about building small businesses, creative projects, and the messy behind-the-scenes reality of entrepreneurship. So if you're starting something of your own, this channel definitely is for you. All right, let's get to it. Here's some no BS advice I wish someone had given me sooner. Number 1, get a bookkeeper from day one. This is the least exciting advice, but it might be the most important. When you start a small business, your time should be spent on things like finding customers, improving your product, building systems, and growing revenue, not categorizing transactions for 3 hours at midnight. Not because you shouldn't understand your numbers, you absolutely should. You know your accounting software, you know how to run reports, you stay on top of the numbers, but that repetitive bookkeeping work, that's something someone else can do faster and better. And having clean books from the beginning will save you a massive amount of time come tax season. Number 2, hire good people earlier than you think. One mistake a lot of founders make is thinking, I have to do everything myself. At the very beginning, sure, maybe you do, but that mindset becomes dangerous if it sticks around for too long. Your real job as a business owner isn't doing every single task. Your job is building systems so others can do those tasks well. That means writing training guides, documenting processes, and investing in staff development. Because the goal isn't to be the only one who can run your business. The goal is to run a team that can run it with you. Number 3, be smart about taxes and retained earnings. Here's something that's obvious but manages to surprise a lot of new business owners. Revenue is not profit. And profit is not the money just sitting in your bank account. And if you're not careful, you might end up in a situation where you think your business made money, then tax seasons arrive, and suddenly that money is already spoken for. So from the beginning, I suggest every single month setting aside money for taxes. Pretend that money doesn't exist. Then what's left over is what you actually have available. And here's another important point. Not every dollar of that profit needs to go back into the business. Paying yourself matters, because burning out because you've reinvested everything into the business is not a long-term strategy. Number 4, activate your business. A lot of people think that marketing means running ads, posting on Instagram, or making TikToks. But one of the most powerful forms of marketing is activating your business in real life. Host things, bring people together, give people reasons to walk through your door. At our bookstore, we host things like seasonal events, author events, classes, pop-ups, and activations with other businesses. These events create community. These events create loyalty. Marketing isn't just about broadcasting online. It's about creating moments people want to be part of. Number 5, build systems earlier than you think. Most small businesses don't struggle because of bad ideas. They struggle because of chaos. If you find yourself answering the same question 10 times, if every task requires you personally, if things only work when you're there, that's a systems problem. You need to document things, create checklists, and write simple SOPs. Because systems give every founder something they desperately need: freedom. Starting a business in 2026 is both easier and harder than ever. It's easier because there's tools and inspiration everywhere. It's harder because attention is fragmented and competition is intense. But I've noticed the businesses that last usually get a few things right: good people, clean finances, clear systems, and real connection with their community. If you're building something right now, I'd love to hear about it in the comments. And if you're interested in more behind-the-scenes videos about building small businesses, you should subscribe.